Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Meal Spouse Conversations, the tea, where it's always nice and hot and steamy. I am Sybil, the owner and host here. And hold on, let me show you my face. Hey there. I'm here. I can see you. I can't see you. But it is what it is. It is what it is. So, tonight we are going to chat with you about our personal body image stories and our. Do I have a booger in my nose? Oh, Grace, I have a booger in my nose.
Someone go get a tissue.
Oh my gosh. Take over, Grace.
That is so funny. Yes, so today we're talking about our personal body image stories and our relationship with food. Personal stories from everybody's different. Everybody has their own story. So yeah, we're going to dig into that today, and I'm sure Sybil has some questions lined up for us too. But make sure to join us in the chat and comment, interact with us, and enjoy the show. Hopefully, Sybil's wiped that booger off her face by now. So we will see. But I guess I'll just, I don't want to start yet because I don't know if she has specific questions for me. But I would say that uh, oh, there she is. Right on time.
I have a big old booger in my.
You're supposed to do a camera check before we go live. I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
That's so funny.
Hey, we're real.
Yes.
All like what you see is what you get. But go ahead, Grace. Go ahead, take the lead.
Okay.
Oh, but you know what? Wait a minute. We do have to give a shout out to our sponsor, USAA. So I'm gonna let you do that today too.
Yeah, we want to just give a big, big thank you to our sponsor, USAA, who's been sponsoring us for the third year now here at Most Plus Conversations, allowing us to come to you and giving you that hot, steamy tea that we go live with every Wednesday. Thank you, USAA. And then go make sure to check out their website, usa.com/military spouse. They have a really awesome resource page for all the military spouses out there. Thank you. Oh, ta-da, it's me. I guess I'm talking about my story first. Is that what I'm doing, Sybil? Yes. That maybe so. Okay, we're gonna get into it. So, body image and relationship. Oh, look, she's gonna show up again. There she is.
It was the booger. The booger threw me off.
Okay, do you have questions for me, or are we going into just the topic?
Well, I did want to just talk about what body image is because do you want to explain, like tell our audience what body image means?
Yeah, I think body image kind of comes in a lot of different ways, especially now in 2024. But the overall concept is the way that you see yourself, and that I lost what I was going to say, but the way that you see yourself physically, and what you believe you're putting out to people, what they see. So you have your own perspective from the inside, and then what you believe other people are seeing from the outside. Body image.
Yes. How we think and feel and act toward our own bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. All right.
Yeah, so I guess I'll just jump into it. I have always struggled with body image from very young. I did play sports when I was younger, so I was very active and everything. But my body structure, my build, I was always thicker. I was never like super overweight or anything, but I was always thicker than all the other girls. I was always this and that than the other girls. And I carried that my whole life, like super young, probably like early middle school through high school, young adulthood. And then now I'm finally in the space where like I can see things differently. And I think body image also comes with maturity on like how you see yourself. Because when you're younger, there's so much social influence that you don't know how to filter through. Whereas when you're older, you have that maturity to filter through those things and realize that what you see is not always what it is. And so you can kind of start to accept and love yourself more as you get older.
That is very true because I found some facts today. I was doing a little bit of research, and this report says that at age 13, 53% of American girls are unhappy with their bodies. And this grows to 78% by the time girls reach 17.
Wow, yeah, so that's like 7th grade to senior year, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's around that's
Mhm.
I fell in that same
Yeah.
issues with my body at that age
Mhm.
too.
Me too. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's a lot of social influence, honestly, and kind of depends on like who's around and who's saying what. I think, and it's kind of unfortunate that even like when we were younger, that was still the case, and that's still the case now. That's really kind of like hard to swallow that it hasn't really changed. You know, we got to do better as people because, like I said, we're an influence on other people. How we talk to other people, how we view them, how they're receiving our message to them is also going to affect the way they see their body image. So of course it starts from the inside, but that outside is a heavy influence nowadays.
Yes, I think social media
Mhm.
because I'm trying to okay, I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. I think so often we show up on social media presenting ourselves in a way that is not reality, right? Like body shapers, and
Mhm.
it's all for the gram.
Right.
And our young kids are seeing it, so now they want that same body. Like for
Right.
me, I'm I'm the skinny gal. I'm I'm this big. And I struggled with being skinny
Mhm.
growing up because all the comments, I would hear so many people, and I still hear it at 46. Do you ever eat? And I'm thinking, yeah. They're like, go eat a burger. My response now is, well, how about you take me to get a steak? No
Yeah.
burger? True.
Right? You're like, "Feed me then." Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always been a major thing. I think people always in our family too, and I mean, I come from the, like, Hispanic side, and our family is not kind. There's a lot of judgments in the Hispanic community. You can agree or disagree with me, that's fine, but there is. There's judgment on your intelligence, there's judgment in what you're doing in life, there's judgment in your body, there's judgment in your eating habits, there's judgment across the board, and I think that also affects a lot of, I would say Hispanic women is the comments. There's a lot of comments about like, "Oh, you're eating again," or "Oh, that's a full plate," or "Oh, did you wear your faja today?" Like there's just so many things in the body image realm for that, and like that affects people too.
Yes. Um, look who tardy to the party said, yeah, magazines, movies, and television were the main drivers of body image when she was younger. Yeah, and it's usually, sadly, it is usually family
Mm-hmm.
and friends
Mm-hmm. People who feel
who are,
comfortable enough to say something, say something. Yeah.
yeah. And then it's, oh, I'm just joking. No, you wasn't. You
Mm-hmm.
wasn't joking.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree.
Now, I didn't have body issues until I was in my 30s post pregnancy. So, Grace, we both have had children.
Yes.
How was your body image journey?
Um, I would say it didn't really affect me until after my 2nd kid. So after my 1st kid, I was like, okay, like I had a baby, I was working out, I had a trainer, and so like I got myself back to where I felt comfortable pretty quickly because I was determined. After my 2nd, I had no energy to do that again. And so I really fell into like, oh my gosh, like I just focused on my midsection so much, and I was just like, ugh, it's so big. Oh, I have a pooch. Oh, blah blah blah. And I mean, my youngest, she's gonna be 4. Yeah, she'll be 4 soon. And now is when I finally like been okay with my body. So it took like that 4 years after having her to like finally be okay with myself and know that like I grew babies. Like I literally grew human beings inside of me. my body changed. Like, it is what it is, And so, and I think that's too a little bit of social media. I catch myself scrolling and like seeing these moms who bounce back, and it's just like, oh, but what about me? But then I'm like, no, you know what? I grew two beautiful girls. Like, this is the body I have.
Yes, and I often ask, and I know you can bounce back after having a baby, but when I see the perfect
Mhm.
flat stomach, no stretch marks, I'm like, is that real or did you have some type of surgery?
Right.
And and not to be rude,
Mhm.
look, I'll show y'all my stomach. You want to see my stomach? Grace is our I had 3 big head babies, and I struggled with having this pooch, and I still do sometimes. And my baby is about to turn 16. I'll show y'all. I don't know if you can. But this is all loose skin, and it's just, and I'm always thinking like, oh, you gotta suck it in. But I'm like, there's nothing there to suck in. This is
Yeah.
just natural flab from having 3
Mhm.
kids.
Yep.
It is what it is.
Mhm. No, I agree. Yeah, and I think that's something I think women just all around the world have to or should embrace, like that's your body. You had kids.
Yep. You said your family, they were serious and laughing.
Oh, that's funny.
So, how do you handle the comments from others?
I ignore them. I don't say anything. I don't do anything. I just keep on going. I would let it bother me before, and now I'm just like, yup. Yup. I'm eating another plate. Yup. I got seconds. Yup. I'm not eating today. Nope. Like, that's fine. Did you eat today? Are you gonna have seconds? Like, you just let it roll off. It don't matter.
Now, see, I, as a kid, I used to cry. I like you people would call me olive oil, stick, string bean. Oh, you're gonna blow away with the wind. And I would cry.
Mm,
Just literally cry. Then I began food stuffing. I would just eat because people are like, "Oh, just eat." So I would eat and eat and
mhm,
eat and eat. But then I would end up throwing up because I couldn't eat that much.
mhm.
In my early 20s, I started getting a little flip with the mouth. So, so when those comments would come to me, I would, I would respond. I used to ignore it. But I will tell you, I remember my grandmother was still living. So it's probably been 6 years now. Because, yeah, we're coming up on her, it'll be 4 years, August 1st, tomorrow, that she's passed. So probably about was before COVID, right before COVID. I was in Tennessee visiting, and this lady was at my grandmother's, and I'm minding my business, talking to my granny. This lady, Sybil, yeah, um, you know, it's been years since I've seen you, and you still haven't gained any weight. You need to eat. And this lady just, I mean, she was going in on me.
Wow.
Grace, I'm sitting there, I'm like, Sybil, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're grown. You left those 20s in the past. Don't do it. Don't do it. Now, she was a heavier set lady, and she just continued on. And I'm like, okay, you're either going to cuss her out or you're going to cry. You can't cuss her out in your grandmother's house, right? And you can't cry. My kids were there. So I turned around. I said, do you ever stop eating?
Oh my
I
goodness.
couldn't take it anymore. I just
Yeah.
couldn't take it anymore.
Sorry, I have littles intruding.
Oh, that's okay. So at that point, I became all kind of bees and this and that. Oh, you can insult me,
Mhm.
but I can't
Yeah, you can't say
defend
nothing
myself.
back.
I can't say anything back to you.
Mhm.
But we did end up having a conversation.
Okay.
She called me and we did discuss it, and I explained it to her. She's like, "Oh, well, I look at it as a compliment." Grace. See? See, folks, we are just real over here.
Sorry. She will not share her pretzels. Talk about relationship with food. My child will not share her food. Hold on.
Hey, I'm not mad at her. I'm not going to share my food with you either.
We're asking for
Look.
milk and pretzels. This is
Oh,
my
milk and
skill.
pretzels. What kind? Oh, milk and pretzels? Oh, you're muted, so I don't know what you just said,
That's
but
what she wants.
milk and pretzels.
This girl needs her own cow. That's how much milk she drinks. Share your pretzels, girlfriend.
But I'm like, milk and pretzels.
She drinks milk with everything. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. She don't care. She'll just drink milk.
Hey.
It's probably because they're a little spicy. That's probably why she wants milk. They're like
What kind of pretzels you got?
the Dots pretzels in the red bag. I don't know.
Now, Grace,
Yes.
where remember I'm in Bahrain. So even at the exchange, we have limited American products.
Well, you lived in the US. You could have seen them while you were here. It's not like you've been there forever.
Like I'm like, have I ever?
I'll show them one week. You'll know what I'm talking about.
Yes. Now I want to know.
Oh, look, Stephanie. She said she likes smoking pretzels. I love it.
Oh, Stephanie, you like milk and pretzels?
But
I'm
hey,
thinking of Bernie Mac. Milk and cookies.
milk and cookies. Yeah.
And Bernie Mac was like milk and cookies.
Yeah. That girl loves pretzels. I buy her the big Costco bag, and that girl can run through it pretty quickly. It's her favorite snack, which, whatever, they're pretzels. It's fine.
No, pretzels are good.
Yeah.
Pretzels are
Mhm.
good. Now, we're going to go to your segment, then we're going to
Okay.
come back because I do want to talk about the food a little more.
Yeah, for sure. You mean to tell me there ain't no way? Okay, so for today, super short. A lot of you know that I'm a follower of Christ, and so I do a lot of things in like my spiritual journey to relate to my life. And as we're talking about relationship with food, I'm going to talk about binge eating. And I actually started this book. It's called "I'll Start Again Monday," and it's a break the cycle of unhealthy eating habits with lasting spiritual satisfaction. And that's a really cool way to kind of connect your faith to your daily habits. And in this aspect, it's food. So I suggest you check out this book. There's the author there. I'll start again Monday. That's it for There Ain't No Way.
Oh, oh.
And
I'm like, find the right one. Okay, you know what? I'm going to look this up and I'm going to see if it's on Amazon. And if it is, I will share an Amazon link.
For sure, for sure. It should be there. I think that's probably where I got it from, to be honest.
And I'm just going to throw this little plug in here. When you shop from our Amazon affiliate links, we make a little commission that helps fuel
Yes.
Meal Spouse conversation. So we're going to drop that there.
Yes.
Yo, shop. Okay, let's talk about relationship with food.
Okay. I guess I'll kick it off. Or do you have a question for it? Is there a question?
So, you know what, Grace? Don't laugh at me. I called myself organized today. Here's one side of two sides, three, four, but they're not in any kind of order. So I
That's okay.
folded the page and I was,
Yeah.
so.
You gotta find it, gotta find it. That's funny. That's called the brain dump. That's a really good hack there too. Brain dump everything. So you have it written down.
Oh, but my brain dump, there's a lot of crazy dumping up in there. I just want to keep it all in here because once I start dumping everything, it's a hot mess. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So relationship with food. I have always had a binging habit, and this can go from like a day-to-day thing or a week's thing or a monthly thing. Kind of just depends on what's going on. And I've always also been an emotional eater, and so I find comfort in food, and that's where my binge happens. I'm also an all or nothing person. So if I want to do something, I'm all in, I'm going to do it. And then if I don't, then it's game over. I just give up. And so all those things combined has made the binge a thing that I've been doing my entire life. And you can actually see it. If you go back 3 years from when we first started this, you'll see my face change. And you can almost see when I've been on a long binge and when I've been good and when I've been on a long binge because I hold a lot of weight in my face and you'll see it. And so I am much better now. And I will say that this book has a lot to do with it. And just being in my spiritual journey has a lot to do with it. But yeah, food was just a comfort, honestly. It's a stress relief because it's that quick, easy little like hit of goodness, and I relied on that a lot. And I would say like probably after my first kiddo is when I like was probably the worst because I was just drowning in motherhood in the beginning, and I was also breastfeeding and doing all these things. I was just eating all the time, and I allowed my postpartum to be an excuse as to why I get to eat because I'm breastfeeding and I'm doing this, and then it just kind of kept on going. So I really sat down with myself and was like, if you are not happy with yourself, you have to be the one to make the changes. Like it's going to rely on me, no one else. So I just made those small little changes, nothing big, which really hurts my all or nothing mentality. But it had to be done. So just small steps to just change my habits, honestly. And then they stick. When you stick to it, it just becomes routine and lifestyle. So yeah, that's my
So let me ask, when you were binging,
Mhm.
was it like one particular type of food or was it really just
It was honestly anything that I could get my hands on, like, quick. Anything quick. Quick snacks were the biggest thing, and so it was to the point at one time where, like, I would sit down with, I don't know, let's just say a bowl of chips or something, and as I'm eating those chips, I'm literally thinking of what I'm gonna get up and get next. Am I gonna get a popsicle? Am I gonna get a whatever? And I will eat, like, 4 or 5 things in a matter of, I don't know, an hour's time, not even being hungry, but just being in this mental binging stage, and I'm thinking of the next thing I'm gonna eat. And then afterwards, I feel horrible. I feel sick. I feel bloated. I'm tired. I have no energy. I'm mad at myself. And so it'd be, those big things. And sometimes, like I said, it'd be like one day a month that it happens. Or sometimes it was like 4 days back to back. And then I would be good for like a month or two. It's just so random that I would do it. But yeah, it'd be any quick and easy things that I had on hand that I can get my hands on.
now? See, this is interesting because this is the first time me and Grace have talked about this, y'all.
Right.
All of our shows are just, hey, this is the topic. We're gonna hop on live. We're gonna
Yeah.
talk about it.
Mhm.
We are the complete opposite
Yeah.
because there will be, and I have been working on this. I had to, like, come on, Sybil, you got to get your life together. But I would go all day or 2 days and not eat a thing. I would
Mm.
literally survive off water. Like, let me just drink some water and a breakfast bar. and that's it. That's all I would eat.
Mhm. And was it for a reason, or you just were not wanting, like, not hungry? What was behind that?
Well, I kept saying I wasn't hungry.
Mhm.
My husband was like, "No, there's other things going
Yeah.
on."
Yeah.
And I denied it. I was like, "No, no, I'm fine. I'm fine." Because I love to eat. Okay. I might be a buck 07, but homie is going to eat. I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I'll take one of those. But I think it was, I would just, as you were saying last week, like sulking. I was
Mhm.
just sulking about
Mm,
my situation and didn't
right,
want to work on my situation because I was fine. There's
right.
nothing wrong. I'll get it together. And that
Mhm,
was what I kept saying. I'll get it together. I'll get it together. And my husband would ask me, "What did you eat today?" I'm like, "Oh, I had a breakfast bar." Now, if I'm honest with you, I'm not really a big breakfast eater. So
mhm,
if I eat a breakfast bar at 7, well, now I eat about 7 because I take medication. So
mhm,
I need, and I may not eat lunch until 2 o'clock. And I used to not eat lunch at all. I would eat breakfast before I had to start taking medicine. I would eat about 10
mhm,
and then again about 7. And I was fine. I was
mhm.
perfectly fine. And again, my breakfast was a breakfast bar or 2 eggs.
Okay.
I don't know, 2 eggs. But now I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Okay.
Because when I was having my emotional crash, it was water and a breakfast bar. And I would
Mm,
go a day, maybe 3 days,
mhm.
maybe 2 weeks, and that's all I would eat. And I
Wow.
would lie.
Mm,
I started lying, like, "Oh, no, I'm eating something else.
yeah.
I ate dinner early."
Mhm.
And of course, my husband's like, "No, you didn't."
Right. Right. Yeah. It's very interesting, like, how different people are, physically, mentally, in their habits, everything, and I think it's interesting too how we begin to lie about our habits, almost like an internal shame, and no one's shaming us for it, but we feel that in our hearts. And I feel that too because when I do binge, I only binge when I'm by myself. I have never binged in front of anybody. And so this is, if whoever watches it now, you know. um but yeah, I've never binged in front of anybody, not even my husband. And so it's always a private binge when it happens. And I'm the same way. When I feel so guilty about it afterwards, like I don't eat dinner. I probably won't eat breakfast the next day either because I'm feeling guilty for what I just binged. And I'll be like, "Oh, I ate. I ate earlier, and I did, but I'm not going to tell you what I ate or how I did it." And then breakfast will be like, "Oh, no, I'm just full from the day before," even though it's just a guilt thing.
Yeah.
But if you do, any of our, like, followers or viewers, if you do struggle with things like that, like, it changes. You can 100% change your situation. You won't be stuck with it forever. I'm sure it could be a thought here and there, but it does get better. You just have to work at it.
It
Believe in
Yeah.
yourself. Yeah.
Yes, and Anna tells you I look great and sexy and I always feel like flabby and yeah, girl, nuh-uh, love that mom, like, "Hey," 'cause our men love it. They
Mhm.
love it.
Yeah.
They love it, but yeah, as Grace said, don't feel bad, don't feel guilty, and love yourself,
Mhm.
love your body. Okay,
100%.
I'm gonna do my segment real quick. I'm gonna be quick. All right, so my segment is stroke talks, and here is a little stroke fact for you. 1 out of 4 stroke survivors is at risk of having a second stroke. Okay. Now, unfortunately, up to 80% of that can be um, prevented. And that is you taking care of your health. Take control of your health, blood pressure, cholesterol. Go get yourself checked and listen to the doctors. Okay. See,
There
quick.
you go. Yeah.
That was quick. But I want to stress about the body image. It's not all about weight. It can also be just features. There's
Mhm.
features of your body that you don't like. And we will have another discussion about body image. We're actually going to do our event for September is going to be about body image. And if you don't know about our events, they are called The Conversation. It is behind the scenes. It's via Zoom. You get to come have a more in-depth discussion with the conversation starters. And you also have an opportunity to share your story and your journey. And that's important. It's
Mhm.
important. I think it's important to hear one another's journeys.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can relate to other people or, understand yourself better through other people. So, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. But we are going to have another discussion about body image because I think it's important and we didn't get to dig as deep as I wanted to dig with this because there's so much we
Yeah,
could
there's a lot
say
to unpack about it. Mhm.
about body image, especially for our young
Yes.
kids. I'm going to say kids because I don't know if it's when I was growing up, boys, I didn't really pay attention to boys and body image, but our young guys, the
Mhm.
boys, they struggle with body image as
Yeah.
well.
Mhm.
As a stroke star, that adds another layer of body issues depending on very true, Stephanie. Yes. Because I will tell y'all, I'm a little self-conscious about my left side of my body. Although everything moves smooth, but it doesn't connect in my mind that it's moving smooth or that I can't feel things. I'll pick up a hot plate in a minute. I did it the other day, Grace.
Did you?
We
Mm,
were out to dinner and I grabbed the plate.
yeah. Oh,
I'm
man.
like, I don't feel it.
Yeah. Oh, that's rough.
But anywho, thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you like this live, share, just click the
Yes.
share button. Tell
Yep.
your friends, military and non, because Mill Spots Conversations, we talk about
Everything. Everything. Military
everything.
non.
Everything. And look, we show up and we talk, and what you see is what you get.
Yep, there you go.
All right, folks. Oh, shoot. I really can't see, Grace.
That's okay. It's time to go anyway.
Yeah. All right, folks. Y'all have a good night or good day,
Y'all.
whatever time it is. And one last request. In the comments, say thank you, USAA.
Yes. Thank you,
Let
USAA.
USAA know that you are appreciative of them supporting us here.
Yes.
All right. Bye.
Bye.